in the 80s and 90s, it's crazy, but I like there are gangs nowadays. Don't get me wrong, but those are like the gang banging days, like 80s and 90s, and blacks and Mexican gangs just shooting the shit out, killing the shit out of each other over blocks we don't own, and like it's crazy. Like I grew up in the late 80s, 90s, and I'm mixed, and bro, it was tough. It was tough growing up mixed in a Hispanic neighborhood, because they didn't like black people because of the gangs. They're black gangs versus Hispanic gangs. So just going to school was a mission for me every day. I was like, oh, that's shit about to go down up in here. I would get called the N-word every day. I got called many times. I would get in fights every other day, just finding somewhere to fit in, you know. Eventually that changed, you know, and I've noticed that you got Mexicans running around saying the N-word. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's wild,
It's wild. You know, that would never happen when I was growing up unless they were being disrespectful like they were with me, you know.
Yeah.
But now I feel like black and Hispanic people are more united than. But when I was growing up, shit, fuck no. Don't be Mexican walking through no black neighborhood, and don't be fucking Hispanic. The opposite, you know, because they would talk shit to you. I remember one time when I lived in Nashville. I lived in a black neighborhood in the projects. So I'm walking home. This motherfucker comes and grabs me. No, you can't go in there. Don't go in that neighborhood. You're Hispanic. You can't go in there. He tried pulling me by my arm. I'm like, bro, I live there. I got to go home. I live there. He's like, oh, God, I'll walk with you.
Damn, you know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was rough, you know. But I think that's gone away a little bit. You're younger than me. Is it still the same, or?
It just depends on the area. You know, yeah. Like people. Yeah, I mean, like like for example, in Denver, like where my family lives, there's not really a lot of black people that live there. There's some that are migrating now from like other countries and stuff. But if you go to that neighborhood, like Westwood, you can see there's just Mexicans there and maybe some Asians. You know, there's a lot of Asians in the area anyways. But if you see black people there, they're just not from there.
They're not from there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not a problem.
I mean, the local gangs will get pissed off, but like normal people, they don't care. You know, everybody's there for the same reason. You know, trying to make a living. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as it was back then, because everybody's living everywhere now.
Unless you're in prison or something.
Yeah, which is actually interesting. You know, my one of my family members got out recently, and I was talking to him about that. I was like, hey, so see, we were making fun of him because he came out with cornrows. You know, he's Mexican dude. You know, but he was telling me, he's like, nah, he's actually, I had a black homie in there that was it was his roomie. So man, they were like super cool. You know, so he said that there's a truce right now, I guess, that everybody's pretty much cool with everybody right now. I guess it depends on where you're at, you know, which prison you go to, but at least
Colorado's rough. I heard Colorado has some rough areas.
Yeah, dude, I think we have a Chapo here.
Yeah, you do.
We got like one of the
Supermax
worst Supermax prisons here, man. That's wild.